Hello, my name is Xander. I'm in 7th grade and I go to George Fisher Middle School. For my science fair project, I created AuthorAI. My hypothesis is that every author has certain unique variables that can be used to determine if they wrote an article of text. AuthorAI is an artificial intelligence that can identify the closest matching author of sample articles. I put AuthorAI on one of my websites, Nullified.space. I mostly coded AuthorAI in PHP, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. All the logic was from scratch, and the only external library I used was jQuery. First, AuthorAI takes all the authors from the database. Next, it calculates the sample article averages and puts it into an array. Then, it loops through all the authors and compares the following variables from the article's average and the author's average. Letters per word count average, letters per sentence count average, words per sentence count average, letters per paragraph count average, words per paragraph count average, and sentences per paragraph count average. If the article's average is within the small range of the author's average, then the author gets a point. The author of the most points at the end is deemed to be the closest matching author for the article. I chose 3 authors and excerpts from the following books to build the database: Stephen King, Revival, Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, End of Watch. Brandon Sanderson, The Hero of Ages, The Ally of Law, Rhythm of War, Elantris. Dean Koontz, The Mask, The Face of Fear, Phantoms, Night Chills, Mr. Murder. So here's AuthorAI's website. Now you can see AuthorAI's database here, their AuthorAI's insert page here, AuthorAI's get page here, and AuthorAI's test page here. I'm going to start with the database page. Here you can see all the current variables for each author in a database. You can click on an author to get all their variable information. Here's the insert page. Here you can insert a sample article from either a file or text, and then type in the author and click Insert. The Get page is where you can get specific article averages for either a file or text. Either select a file or type or paste in text and click Get Data. The Test page is where you can test AuthorAI. You can either upload a file or type or paste in text. I'll upload a file. And click Test. Now here are the results. AuthorAI gives all the authors' scores based on how many points they got for each variable matching. And it will tell you who it is. You can click on them and view their database profile. And here it lists how many points each one got and puts them in descending order. And you can click on the author name to bring up more information. And here, after you click on the author, you can see the different variables that matched. You can click on those variables and you can open up more information, and you can see what the article average was, what the author average was, and what the variable range was. AuthorAI's decision was correct. The article was written by Stephen King. When I tested the articles with AuthorAI, it was able to determine that the first article belonged to Stephen King. But for the second one, it also said Stephen King. The real author was Dean Koontz. And for the last article, it again determined that Stephen King was the author. This time, the author was Brandon Sanderson. In conclusion, I cannot prove my hypothesis because more data is needed. For AuthorAI to work better, it needs more authors with many more sample articles for each of them. In the future, I would like to add a word frequency variable that would contain the most unique words that an author uses. I think this would make AuthorAI much more accurate. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see AuthorAI for yourself, click the first link in the description.